Welcome back to the Train Hard and Recover Smart, the podcast that empowers you to take control of your fitness, well-being, to take control of your fitness, wellness, and personal growth. I'm your host, Thomas Flanagan. In today's episode, we're diving into a double whammy of political challenges that are hurting our chances of living a healthy lifestyle. We'll be exploring why healthcare often seems more reactive than proactive in treating illnesses, and the need for promoting fitness and making healthier food options more accessible. Man, I can't talk today. So let's jump right in. Wow. It's no secret that our healthcare system tends to be more focused on reactive care than proactive prevention. We often find ourselves seeking medical attention only after a diagnosis or when a condition has progressed. This reactive approach not only places a heavier burden on our healthcare resources, but also diminishes our chances of achieving optimal health and wellness. One reason for the reactive approach is the way our healthcare system is structured. Insurance companies, healthcare providers are often driven by fee-for-service model, meaning they are reimbursed based on the number of services they provide. This system can incentivize the treatment of illnesses rather than emphasizing preventive measures. Additionally, the current healthcare system faces various challenges, including limited resources, high costs, and fragmented care. These factors can make it difficult for healthcare providers to prioritize proactive interventions that focus on preventive care and lifestyle modifications. Instead, the emphasis tends to be managing acute conditions and providing reactive treatments. So, if without really coming out and saying it, they don't make enough money. If they can't make money if they tell you, hey, instead of the hamburger, have a grilled chicken salad, because then you're going to keep a healthier weight, and then you're not going to put on weight. So then you're not going to need the high blood pressure medicine. You're not going to need, all this other, meds to treat other conditions that lead to being overweight or to not being a healthy lifestyle. Okay. That leads me to, but the question arises, why aren't we promoting fitness and making healthier food options more affordable and accessible? The answer lies in a complex web of factors, including political, economical, and social influences. Processed and unhealthy foods often dominate our supermarket shelves because they're cheaper to produce and have longer shelf lives. These products are heavily marketed, making them more appealing and accessible to consumers. Okay, so we always see the commercials for everything that we shouldn't be. We don't see many commercials showing farmers, growing the food and sending it out, things like that. Everything is marketed to us not living healthy lifestyles. Okay. The political landscape also plays a significant role in shaping the food industry. Lobbying efforts are the influence of power. Lobbying efforts and the influence of powerful food corporations can shape policies that prioritize profit over public health. Subsidies are often directed towards industries to produce processed foods, okay, which leads to an environment where healthier options become less affordable in comparison. However, it's essential to note that there are efforts being made to address these issues. Some policymakers, healthcare providers, and community organizations are advocating for changes in the healthcare system and food industry. They recognize the importance of preventive care, including promoting physical fitness and making healthier food options more affordable and accessible to all. We need to shift our collective mindset where prevention and proactive care become the norm rather than the exception. By investing in initiatives that promote physical activity, nutritional education, and community health programs, we can empower individuals to take charge of their own well-being. Moreover, as consumers, we have the power to make choices that align with our health goals by prioritizing fresh, whole foods and minimizing the consumption of processed products. We can send a message to the food industry that we demand healthier options, supporting local farmers markets, advocating for policy changes, and voicing our concerns can also contribute to a healthier food environment. So with all of this, and next week I'm going to dive in on how the economy, affects us living healthier lifestyle. So today I'm talking about the political changes or the political side and why they don't make healthier food options more affordable to us. But as you can see, if the healthcare system would switch from being more reactive to more proactive, then we could live healthier lifestyles. Yes, you go to the doctor like, oh, you need to lose 10 pounds. But do they point you in a direction of what to do to lose that 10 pounds? No, they just tell you lose 10 pounds. So what do? We go home and we Google how to lose 10 pounds. And it'll tell you need a caloric deficit. So people will go from eating 1,800 calories to 1,000 calories a day because they think that's the healthy way to lose weight, which is not, And then they'll Google, workouts to do. And then they get hurt, which then leads to more reactive care. Instead of them guiding you to, doctors guiding you to professionals that have the education, that have the experience to teach you on how to lose that 10 pounds, they don't. Why? Because they know that you're not going to be able to do it. So this way here, they get paid based on how many times you come see them and how much medication they give you. Okay. And with food, yes, McDonald's, a cheeseburger is cheaper than going to the store and buying fruit or buying anything that's in a healthier option than a cheeseburger. Okay. So as consumers, as the, just being us, we can make a change. Now, it doesn't take just one person, it takes a lot of people, So when you're looking at, people that are running for positions in government, educate yourself about the policies and the candidates that align with your health and wellness values. Stay informed about proposed changes in healthcare, education, and environmental regulations. By understanding how these decisions can affect your well-being, you'll be better equipped to advocate for policies that support a healthier society. Another thing to do is get involved, engage with local organizations or advocacy groups that work towards improving healthcare accessibility, education, and environmental sustainability. By joining forces with like-minded individuals, you can amplify your voice and make a difference in your community. In the community is the first place, that you do. So once one community goes, then another one, and then another one, then it becomes bigger and bigger and bigger. And then sooner or later, somebody's got to listen. Lastly, prioritize personal responsibility. While political barriers exist, you still have control over your own choices and actions. Focus on adopting healthy habits within your means. Seek out affordable alternatives for exercise. Explore your local parks, outdoor spaces. Make a conscious decision about your nutrition. Small changes, when combined, can have a significant impact on your overall well-being. Okay. So again, it's crucial to acknowledge that these political challenges are not insurmountable. While the political landscape may be working against your health goals, there are steps you can take to mitigate the impact. Okay. And again, like I said, next week, I'm going to get into the whole economic piece on how that plays a part in plays a part into us living healthier lifestyles. So to wrap up today's episode, the political challenges we face in healthcare and food industry have a profound impact on our ability to live a healthy lifestyle. The reactive nature of a healthcare system and dominance of processed foods presents significant hurdles. However, through advocacy, community involvement, and personal choices, we can work towards a future where healthcare is more proactive and where healthier options are readily available and affordable for everyone. Now, before I sign off today, if you go to the grocery store, and I think I mentioned this a couple of times in other episodes, you go to the grocery store, all the good stuff for you is on the outside of the store. All the good stuff, the produce, the dairy, the deli, the meats, all that is on the outside of the store. Once you start going up and down the aisles in the middle, that's where you're going to run into everything that you see commercials for. That's where you're going to run into everything that is not that's processed. Your processed foods are up and down the aisle. Everything else is in, the outside, the outer parts of the store. Okay. So I want to thank everybody for joining me today on the Train Hard, Recover Smart podcast. If you found this episode thought-provoking, be sure to subscribe to our podcast. We're on different platforms for the audio part. We're also on YouTube, so subscribe to the channel. And, we ask you to share it with others who might be interested in exploring these important topics. We also ask you to support the show. Click the little support button and make a donation. All our donations go to veteran organizations to help veterans in need. And, we also provide, those donations to other organizations that'll help service members that are still serving our country. So again, if you like the episode, please share it, subscribe to us on YouTube, subscribe to us on any one of the audio podcast platforms. Okay. I hope you got a lot out of today's episode, talking about, the healthcare system and why, processed foods are, marketed more than the healthier versions or the non-processed food. I hope you got a lot out of today. And join me next week, as next week I will talk about the economic impacts and on how that affects us from living a healthier lifestyle. Again, thanks for joining me today on the Train Hard, Recover Smart podcast. And as always, try to be better than you were yesterday.